2 minutes.
Okay, I see the 2-minute warning, that's good. Can everybody see me or can I reply better? Since this is my first time presenting, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background, our business, how we got started. So my parents moved to Palos Verdes in 1979. I grew up in PV, graduated from Peninsula High School in 1992. Then I headed off to Arizona. I went to the University of Arizona in Tucson, and I got my bachelor's degree in business administration. Kind of a general degree. I didn't really know what I was going to do with that, but my dad told me that was a good general degree. Came back to the South Bay, and I had 2 jobs before I got into real estate. The first was, you guys have probably heard of Skechers, the athletic shoe company. So I was in customer service on the first little building on Manhattan Beach Boulevard. The second job was a sales rep for a children's clothing company. So I started to think, I want like a career, not just a couple of jobs here and there. So I talked to my parents. They knew a woman in PV, Kitty Edler, that was a realtor. I also interviewed with like teachers. I go in and sit on their classes. I went to an occupational therapist. I shadowed her for the day. I was all over the place. So I met with Kitty Edler and I said, I just would like to know a little bit about what it's like to be a realtor. So thinking I was interviewing her, I went like after the gym in workout clothes. And the funny part of the story is, it was actually an interview. She was looking to hire somebody, and I didn't know that. So my mom to this day is like, you went in workout clothes to an interview. That's great. So everything she was saying about the job, I loved. I loved the flexibility that it offers. It's a lifetime career. You can do it until you're 100 years old, and people do. And so I said, you know what, I really want to be a realtor. And she said, we'd love to hire you. So that was in 1999. So for the first 5 years, the way they structured their team, there were 5 agents. You could either work with sellers or buyers, and I worked with buyers. So every week, I looked at 20 to 30 homes. I became an expert in the market. I knew every floor plan, every variation of floor plan, every quiet street, every noisy street, every street with kids, and prices. I became an expert on pricing. So when I could negotiate an offer with the buyer, I knew the exact value, and I knew to come in high, low. So it was a wonderful little niche that I had. In 2004, I decided to go out on my own. I wanted to work with sellers and buyers. So I joined Coldwell Banker, and 2 really fun opportunities came about. One, Donald Trump started building those homes on the golf course, so he hired Coldwell Banker to represent him. And Coldwell Banker picked 10 agents, I was one of them, to go down to the sales office and sit in the sales office and sell these houses that weren't built yet. A little challenging, but we had some fun things. I picked up the phone one time, Oscar De La Hoya was calling, and he wanted to know a little bit about the houses, so a lot of fun. The second opportunity was, I don't know if you guys or your wives watch HGTV, but I was on the show, My House is Worth What? I met the hostess of the show, and so she had me on there 3 times. So the premise of the show is that the homeowner wants to know the value of their house, but they also want to know like free advice on how to enhance their home. So I did that a couple of times. In 2008, my dad approached me. He was an executive recruiter, headhunter. He said, what would you think about me getting my real estate license? I said, I think it's great. I still missed a little bit of the team aspect. As you guys know, housing never sleeps. So when I would go out of town as an individual, someone to help my buyer. So working with my dad, it just sort of has this built-in trust. Also with my clients, they feel like he's an extension of me and vice versa. So we have a lot of fun with it. So that's sort of the history of myself as a realtor and our team. I want to talk a little bit about our business. We're really proud of our marketing strategy. We've sort of just created this fantastic strategy in the last year. We believe in high-end photography for all of our listings. We do floor plans. We do video. We do drones now. We just started doing drones. And we do property websites. So a property website will be www.30620terrapaca.com. This is a house in RPV we sold 2 months ago. So the buyer is online, it's on Zillow, all of this. You can go on to that website, find videos, find community information, school rankings, all of that, plus our drone. So I want to play this because this drones don't work for every house, but this one's really fun. I don't know if the video's on, but from this house, all you see is hedge and garage. But there's so much more to this house because it backs up to a 100-acre park with views of San Pedro, Ocean, Catalina. So we find that if you just posted that picture of the garage and the hedge and a couple of the interior, it just wouldn't really catch someone's eye like this. This house was listed at $1,199,000. Total original interior. We staged it. We staged it ourselves. We didn't even hire stagers. We had 4 offers for $100,000 over the list price, which was the highest sale ever in the neighborhood.
Can you turn down the music a little bit so we can hear you better?
We don't need any music at all, actually. There you go. I'm gonna just wait. There's one fun shot that I like that you wouldn't normally see when you're buying a house. The drone, we think it's so cool. The drone is gonna come in the house, in towards the back of the house from the park. I like this. I think this is really cool. So my parents actually live right there on the corner. But it just really gives you a different perspective. How would you ever see a house like this? So anyways, that's kind of a fun little feature. You almost feel like you're on the drone because it kind of jerks back and forth there. That's that. So as I was saying, we work with buyers and sellers, and we feel that our clients need excellent service, and so we're there to deliver. We've been told that we make our clients feel like they're a priority, and so that's something that we're really proud of. And the way we do that is we're knowledgeable about the market, we're honest, we're patient, and we're responsive. So we have a little 24-hour rule that my dad kind of stumbled upon. He was buying investment property somewhere else, and he called on a house online, left a message for the agent, I'm interested in 123 Main Street. The agent called him back 48 hours later. So he said to me, he goes, Heather, what do you think happened when the agent called me back 48 hours later? I said, I don't know what. He said, I had already called somebody else. So we feel like if we don't get back to our clients within 24 hours, they have the right to go call somebody else because that's too long to get to somebody else. So even if it's just a quick text, hey, I'm busy, let me call you tomorrow, we really do stand by that. And we text, we email, we call them back, but we're responsive. The way we work with buyers, we feel that a buyer needs to know everything about the neighborhood before they buy a house, not just the house. There's physical inspections and future costs for a house, but we really try to teach them about the different neighborhoods. A common thing is somebody will buy a house on a busy road. So we always say, when we sell this house to the buyer, we know we're going to get it back as a listing. And so we try to tell them the challenge of buying on a busy road, you're buying it low, but you're also going to sell it low, and it's also going to take longer to sell. So as long as they're aware of that, that's okay. But we don't want anything to come back to us when we go to sell it and they say, why didn't you tell us that when we buy it? The other thing is sellers. Because I'm such a price fanatic, we really want to make sure when that house goes on the market, it's priced perfectly. And we have strategies in pricing also, but we also want to make sure it's in nice condition. So we will either recommend that they hire a stager. We have a lot of resources for stagers, or we will stage it ourselves. Depends on how much they need. So when that house hits the market, it's staged right and priced right. And when we do that, we sell it either right away, that's sold in a week for $100,000 over, and it won't sit on the market. The longer it sits on the market, the less money that you get. So that's kind of how, those are our strategies when working with buyer and sellers, and those are sort of the standards that we live by in treating our clients the way we would want to be treated ourselves. So that's
Questions?